Hi everyone, I'm Nancy.
And I'm Stephanie.
And if you enjoy our show, please like and subscribe.
And hit that notification bell.
We're also on Instagram at Sidley Twins, and you can also find us on Twitter X. Well, we have a special guest today. You guys have asked for him to come back, and we are bringing him back.
You asked and you shall receive.
Exactly. He has been our most famous, popular guest that we've ever had on this show.
Yes.
And he happens to be related to us, which is doubly awesome. So once again, if you guys will put your hands together for Kirk Sidley.
Well, you guys make me feel pretty humble here. I mean,
Thanks for being back.
Yeah, thanks, Dad. You know, you had golf this morning. How was that? How'd you play?
I played not too bad.
Where were you guys? Where'd you guys go?
We played at Charbonneau, which is south of Portland.
Yeah.
And it's a nice golf course.
Did you win?
Well, we didn't play competitively. My friends and we just played, just had a good round of golf. Really enjoyed ourselves. Yeah, had a good time.
That's great.
Yeah,
good old round.
Beautiful weather today. It was in the mid 60s and the sun was out. So yeah, it was great.
Well, Dad, since you've been on the show, we have had so many people ask if you could come back and look at this particular picture that certain someone, and we don't have to mention his name, but a certain photographer took of Megan, Harry, Betty, and Archie, supposedly in front of Frogmore. Now, I don't think you know this, but Frogmore was the beautiful mansion that the Queen gifted them on the grounds of Windsor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Dad, you've been to Windsor.
You've been to Windsor.
We've been there.
This was the actual house, because Dad, you know your history really well. And you and I both have that in common. We love discussing history. Mm-hmm. The Frogmore house was actually the house that Queen Victoria's best friend in life, that Indian man, I don't know his name.
Yeah, I saw something about that. She was
very close to him.
She befriended him when in later life. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she became very interested in Indian culture.
And this was his house. Yeah. So, you know, the history, you would think Meghan and Harry would just be honored just to be there.
Yeah.
But we've had people ask, can your dad please take a look at it? Is it real? You know, this is what the original looked like when it first came out on Netflix. It was in black and white.
I remember that.
And supposedly this was when they had just returned from seeing the Queen during the Jubilee. They had her meet the kids for the first time, and they were dressed in their Sunday's best. And this was them, as the photographer would say, this is them just running home in love and just pure love.
Megan is tilting her head, slightly cheating to the camera, which she loves to do.
Yeah.
Perfect. You know,
well,
what a family photo.
You sent me this photo last night, and I looked it over. And, and I
thank you for doing that.
Yeah, and I had seen it flashed on the screen a couple of times, but I never really had a chance to really look at it. And you know, it's an interesting photo. Usually in black and white, things become a little bit more subtle, you know, in the tones and stuff. Mm-hmm. But looking at this photo here, it's definitely been, you know, in my opinion, it's definitely been touched up.
It's been modified in some way.
Yeah, quite a bit.
In your professional opinion,
my opinion,
over 50 years of experience, your professional opinion says that this has been retouched.
Well, you can.
Would you like me to bring up the colorized version of it, or would you?
Bring the color one. Okay. It kind of shows a little bit more, and when color brings things out a little bit more, and you can see some things that are kind of obvious in the photo. Well, one thing really quickly, can you zoom in on Harry's shoulder there? You can see his shoulder there. You look very closely at the edges there, and it looks like, to me, my opinion is that he was pasted in there a little bit, because you can see that how fuzzy the line is along the edge there.
I can see that.
If,
Yes.
if it was normal, it would be more of a straight line, and it wouldn't be fuzzy, easily blend, blend right in the shirt.
Now,
would
Dad,
blend
a
right in.
lot of looks like there's fumes coming out of it.
Yeah, well,
you know.
Now, Dad, a lot of people
that's-
could say, "Oh, you took this off of internet machine. This isn't the raw file. Would it look like this? If it would look different, but is it supposed to have these like weird lines like this?
Fuzziness?
Well, no, a normal photo, even if you had the raw file or even had it converted to a JPEG, would still,
Yeah.
it would, if it hadn't been touched up, looks like either the person was put in there or it was moved or something, because it would be a very sharp line along the edge there. Okay. And I can show you another thing that kind of brought up too, is if you go to that other one that I had you blow up, you can see the same thing with the little boy on the right there. See along his shirt there, it looks like it's white.
Wow.
Well, somebody cut that out.
Oh, interesting.
I
I
never
never
noticed
noticed that
that.
before.
Yeah.
There is a white line.
You can see the white line along his coat there. Well, if that were natural, that wouldn't be there at all. I mean, it's just in my opinion, he was cut out and put there. That's what it looks like to me. And that's my opinion, because it would be, if it were actually him, you would see his coat, and then you'd see the pavement, and it'd be more of a sharp line.
Yeah.
Of that, okay.
Dad, what's going on with Megan's chin here?
Are they trying to blur out his face?
Well, I think it looks to me like, it was definitely softened there.
Oh.
The softening tool made it so that it's not really sharp.
Got
His
it.
face is not really sharp. Whether they did that on purpose or not, I don't know. But it was definitely.
It was definitely touched.
You can definitely tell that the face was touched there, without a doubt.
Yeah. It's almost like her chin just disappeared.
Now this one fascinated me, Dad. This one, when you told me this, I fell out of my chair.
She did.
Well, you can see this also, where it looks like a white line all the way up and down Harry there. If he wasn't put in there, okay, if it wasn't cut and paste, in my opinion, if it wasn't cut and paste, his leg would blend right into the ground. Okay.
Yes.
It would be just like a sharp line. It would not be like somebody drew it in, like drew a white line along there.
Yeah.
Now, and when you focus out on it, you don't see it, but you have to focus in on it.
Now that can't be, and I'm just coming from another place, because everyone's got a theory.
Yeah.
Now this can't be from the sun or anything, right? That's not the sun shining on it.
No.
See.
Okay, take a look at this, and this is why this just didn't add up to me. And I think it didn't show up in the black and white. It didn't show up as much, so it looked like part of her dress pattern. But if you look at this dress, you can see different patches of the grass there.
But I explained that to you, Dad. Now you had a really good explanation for this, but I said this is a sheer dress with a slip skirt underneath, and you said even if it was a sheer dress, you would not be able to see the grass.
No, you would not be able to see it.
easily.
You would not. You'd almost have to put a strobe underneath her skirt in order to light it up, because the light is not reflecting in there, because the sun is to her left.
No, you're right.
But you can see the grass portions through the skirt there.
No, you're absolutely right. The sun is coming in from the left.
Yeah, to me, just looking at this, it looks like somehow when they put her in there, they didn't finish it up. Okay.
Yeah.
They should have finished that dress up, or at least use the healing tool or something. But that's my opinion. If you look,
it's a good one. He's going to say, "Well, I didn't put out the color photo. This was manipulated. I only put out, so that's why it looks weird." But even if it was manipulated in any way, it's still a little sus. It's still a little.
Well,
to me, it just
suspect.
doesn't. It doesn't.
It doesn't pass the smell test.
And then also, Frogmore might be a little bit too in focus for me.
A lot of people have said that,
Yeah,
Dad. A lot of
because if-
people.
That's
if-
interesting, Dad.
Like I talked to you on the last show, it's all math.
Yeah.
The
Physics.
well, yeah, in a way it is, yeah, because it's all a matter of depth of field,
Mhm,
you know.
mhm.
And to me, it looks like they took a nice picture of Frogmore,
Yep.
you know, and then
Yep.
maybe did something later.
Yeah,
That's just my
that
opinion.
makes
Well,
so much sense.
that photographer was there for like a day, and we don't know what the hell he was doing, but he was.
Oh.
he
But
was
see,
doing
this could have
something.
been taken. You know, each one of them could have been taken.
It's a
during time.
beautiful picture of
Yeah.
the house, Dad.
Yeah.
Exactly, but I'm just saying that it very well could have been manipulated. You
Now,
know,
what about little baby Betty?
it doesn't look right to me because of the white line and everything like that. Her face on her right side should be a lot sharper than that. It looks like it was manipulated, touched a little bit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So you know, you're not seeing the eyes and what have you. If you look at Harry down by his foot there, you see a little bit of, you know, you see where the sun's coming in, so there's a little bit of shade there. But you see absolutely no shade on the boy's leg hitting
Yes.
Oh,
Megan's
yes.
dress. You
That's
think-
so interesting.
yeah, which that could have happened, and they could have taken that out. Okay, I mean, I would have maybe
Yeah.
if I did that, but
Maybe
I'm just
if you-
saying.
yeah.
But whether or not they were standing right there, I can't say for sure. But in my opinion, I think that maybe
If you were in a court of law,
I could not say that definitely they weren't taken in at that spot.
that they were taking. Yeah.
But I could say right now that it's definitely been manipulated, especially especially if you look at that dress. You know,
Wow.
I mean, to me, that's a dead giveaway. Now go back to the black and white print. Black and white print, if that's the one they released originally, there on the right-hand side, you would think that blotch of grass was nothing more than a design on her dress. If you were just looking at it.
Yes.
And they said, well, and somebody looked at that and they said, oh, it'll pass muster. But when you go to the color thing and you start getting more detail,
Yeah.
you see that. I mean, it looks like it's just been stuck
Yeah.
there.
You know what it seems like, Dad? It
What?
seems like someone was trying to trick us.
I don't know about that, but
You know.
but
Yeah.
Yeah. It smells fishy to me.
but let's put it this way.
It definitely doesn't.
smells fishy.
Yeah, all this has come about lately because she was at a hospital recently
Uh-huh.
in the same exact outfit, and people are wondering if this was somehow taken the same day. You know, there's all this stuff going on. I believe that the hospital visit was the 21st. I 100% believe that. But there are other theories out there, and we respect all theories.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here.
I look at a lot of photos every day, and we manipulate a lot of photos for people. You know, they want to do different things with their
Yeah.
restorations and everything.
Yeah.
But this just looks to me like it's a little bit too pasted to
Yeah.
me. You know,
Mhm.
and the fact is that things just don't blend naturally.
Yes.
That I would normally see in a photo.
Yeah.
You know, and what really bothered me was the blotch of grass down there, because
Yeah.
you look at it with the color, and if you stare at that for a few minutes, you wonder, well, how the heck did that dress flowing out like that?
Right.
Yeah.
You'd be able to take a picture right through that, whatever it is, the
Yeah.
sheerness of that picture. I've never seen a dress like that. you
And
know?
I also heard that the photographer who took this picture has only had about 7 years experience. So
Yeah.
he's an amateur, obviously.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Well,
but-
no, it's
Yeah.
been proven.
It
but
has been
it has been
proven.
proven. So
And
he's green to the game.
He has a temper as well.
He also has
Okay.
a temper.
So we're gonna keep him away from our dad. But
Dad,
we
that's
really
one hell of a,
Uh-oh.
hey, Dad, that's one hell of a picture of the house.
of the house.
Beautiful picture.
Beautiful
Yes.
picture of the
Historic,
house.
yeah,
You know,
he should put that-
historical landmark.
He should definitely keep that in his archives.
Oh, I would.
But anyway, I think it's interesting, and
Yeah.
and you know, I mean, it's up for conjecture.
Yes.
You know,
Mhm.
Yes.
because
And that's all we can do on this show.
all I can tell you is what I think.
Yeah, exactly.
And my
with
opinion.
over 50 years
Years of
experience
experience. Yeah.
and a professional photographer and a digital photo expert.
Yeah.
I mean, we couldn't get any better than this.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
thank you. I do
Yeah.
appreciate
Well,
it.
Dad, we really appreciate. We know you want to go rest now because you did play golf.
Go take a hot soak, Dad. Go
Yeah,
take a
go
hot soak.
soak.
I need it.
Do you need
I
a hot soak, Dad?
I could need a hot toddy, maybe.
Maybe mom will.
Maybe Mom will be waiting
with a hot soak
With a
and a
hot
toddy.
soak.
Well,
toddy.
anyway, yeah, anyway, I had a great day. I played hooky today, played golf. So
Dad,
Anyway.
Dad, it's okay.
It's
You
okay.
play
They
golf
know,
every
Dad.
day.
We tell them
Anyway.
you play golf
Well,
every day.
Yes.
and coming
Thank
here,
you very
and
much. We
and-
really
We
appreciate
really
it.
appreciate
Dad,
it.
come by
Dad,
anytime.
Anytime, come back.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a pretty good thing.
Yes. But we love you, Dad.
You want to
and,
see a picture of my golf buddies in life
Sure.
today?
Oh,
Let's see
that's
if
Great
a great
shot.
shot.
You guys look like you're having a
lot of fun.
Look at all that fun you guys are having.
we had a great time.
Too
Well,
much
that was
fun.
at the end. That's my friend Tom,
Yeah.
John, and Blake.
Oh,
and,
that's
and we
nice.
just had a great time today.
What
And
a beautiful picture. And just a lovely day. And look at Portland's getting summery, it looks like.
It does.
Summery.
It
huh?
does.
oh yeah, it's
Summer,
getting a
yeah.
lot
Hey, I'd like to hang out with you guys anytime.
Yeah.
You're welcome. to
I
come
never
anytime,
get an
guys.
invite. I never get an invite.
Maybe I could caddy sometime or do something.
Well,
fun.
thank you,
Guys.
girls, for
Thanks,
having me. I
Dad.
really
Yeah,
appreciate it.
yeah.
Thanks. You've been just a delight. Thank you so
you.
much.
I'm leaving.
Yay.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
What another
Man.
wow. Just it's nice to get the professionals on this
You
show,
know,
because it really does
He's
help
so,
us out.
He's so great. He's such a friend of the show.
He really
He's
is.
always-
Gives us always more than 15 minutes.
Uh-huh.
Did you notice that? He
I
gave
do
us a
notice
little
that.
bit extra.
I did notice
And
that.
I really appreciate that. What a good man.
Yes. Today's animal rescue is Saving Hope Animal Rescue. They believe that every animal deserves a chance at a happy, healthy life. With your support, they can make a lasting difference in the lives of countless animals in need. These guys are great. I will put their link in the description below. Please take a look. Share them with friends and family. It really does make a difference.
We know our dad will because he loves dogs.
he does.
He does. Right now he's probably out there playing with our little babies.
Our little babies.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks guys. We loved it. It was so much fun and we will see you soon. Love you.
Bye.